And after days of extending its intensive military drills near Taiwan, China has now said that its military has completed its tasks around the region and has wrapped up its war games that began after US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit to the island last week. While addressing a briefing, China's Eastern Theater Command spokesperson said that the military has completed the drills as of now, but it will continue to have regular patrols in the area to keep a close eye on the Taiwan Strait. Listen in.
The Eastern Theater Command had recently organized a series of joint military operations involving various types of services and forces in the sea and airspace around the Taiwan island. It has successfully completed various tasks and effectively tested the integrated combat capabilities of the troops. Theater forces will keep a close eye on the changes of the situation in the Taiwan Strait and continue to carry out training and preparation for combat.
Now, a recent report from Taiwan's Defense Ministry has revealed that Beijing's warplanes had flown nearly 300 sorties around the island, including 125 sorties across the Taiwan Strait median line throughout its war games. Well, not only fighter jets, some 10 to 14 Chinese naval vessels were also present around Taiwan at all times during this last week. Beijing's latest war games, it's the largest show of force in the region since the mid-1990s. It came as a retaliatory move to Pelosi's visit to Taiwan that left China fuming. Pelosi, meanwhile, has defended her decision to visit Taiwan despite an aggressive response from China, saying that the United States cannot allow China to isolate Taiwan through force.
We will not allow China to isolate Taiwan. They have kept Taiwan from participating in the World Health Organization, other things where Taiwan can make a very valued contribution. And they may keep them from going there, but they're not keeping us from going to Taiwan. We will not allow them to. So we think that their reaction, that was our purpose, to salute this thriving democracy. Don't take it from me. Freedom House said one of the freest democracies in the world. Show our respect for that. For the success of their economy, for the enthusiasm of their young people to embrace democracy.
Now, foreign experts, they're terming this political situation the new normal. And in this new geopolitical order, China is not holding back. In the latest, China released a white paper titled The Taiwan Question and China's Reunification in the New Era, reiterating its claims on the self-ruled island. The paper also stated that Beijing has now withdrawn its promise of not sending troops to Taiwan if it takes control of the island. This is the first white paper on Taiwan since Xi Jinping came to power. Beijing considers Taiwan a part of China and has not ruled out taking the island by military force. China has vowed zero tolerance for what it calls separatist activities in Taiwan and reaffirmed that it can go to any extent to take control. And for more insights on this, we were earlier joined by Paul Huang from Washington, D.C. Paul is a research fellow at Taiwanese Public Opinion Foundation and a senior journalist. Let's listen in.
It gives Taiwan even less space, so to speak. A lot of things that it laid out are similar to what the previous two white papers, but there are some subtle differences. So, for example, the Republic of China, which is Taiwan's official constitutional name, this white paper mentioned it. I think I mentioned it 3 times, but it doesn't even recognize that the Taiwan's it recognized even less of this Republic of China framework comparing to the 2 previous white paper, which suggests that they are giving Taiwan even less saying to be kept after the so-called unification. And furthermore, this white paper really tried very hard to link the one China, so-called the one China principle, and with the 92 consensus together. Now, the one China principle, as you have mentioned, is the one China framework is rejected by the vast majority of Taiwan's public and pretty much all the mainstream political parties. But what's unique about it is this white paper is that it seems to be making the case that the one China principle and the 92 consensus is one and the same, which because the major opposition party, Kuomintang, KMT, when at least historically used to embrace the so-called 92 consensus, which stipulates that there are things that the both sides agree but also disagree. Now, by linking this together, I think what Beijing is saying is there's no more disagreement. When the 92 consensus, this will be on our turn.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.